Good morning, y'all. Today is day 162 of our anniversary trip, and it's also day 15 of our trip in Brazil. And we are now in Salvador, the Bahia, which is the largest black population in Brazil, as well as the second largest black population in the world, which is obviously after Africa. Today we are going on a historic walking tour, so we're going to get to learn a little bit about the black history that shaped this town, and we're going to be able to see the city and pretty much get a feel of our environment, where we're at, and how it all came to be. We're actually going to head out pretty shortly, so come on with us. Today we're learning some shit. I did forget to mention that it is a free walking tour. Technically, it's donation based. We found it on Walking Guru. I'm gonna put the website right here. It's a tour that's done by a local, so you know the information is coming from someone born and raised here, and you just pay what you want at the end. So it's technically donation based.
A lot of places around here start with the word Ita. For example, Itaparica. There's another island around here called Itacaré. We have a neighborhood here with the name Itapuã. I don't know what Ita means. Ita is a word that came from a language called Tupi. Tupi was, let's say, our official language in Brazil before Portugal came here and colonized our country, right? Ita means rock. Itaparica means place protected by rocks. And later I'm gonna tell you about that island over there. You're gonna understand, by the way, why that island was very important to the history of the independence of Bahia here in Salvador, okay? What about that part in the middle of the sea? Guys, Dutch tried to invade Salvador 9 times only, right? And they succeed once. Dutch invaded here in 1624 and they stay here for 2 years, a year and a half to 2 years. Why? Because they want to conquer the sugar trade, right? Meaning Brazil, the main economy in Brazil for a long period was sugar. Was not slaves, was not coffee, was sugar. If you Google now, first street built in Brazil, the street you're going to see, this one here walking right now, okay? So let's keep going there, let's keep on. And we're going to see that one as a small version of the next square. For you also to visualize how some buildings in this area look called White River Palace. And yes, if you're saying, where's the dome? There was no dome here. I don't know if you saw that Macron, the French president, was here. But the way we have right now is from 1912 because the Tell me about Baianas with more like details, be more precise. Baianas, they are Baianas from Candomblé and from Acarajé, right? Candomblé, Afro-Brazilian religion, that means the dance of gods. Guys, when you walk, all the time, when you stop to have a beer, water, when you stop in place, start to pay attention, people, necklace, right? You're gonna start to pay attention and you're gonna start to notice something. A lot of people around here, they wear colorful necklace. One color, a different color, because colors and necklace here are associated to gods in this Afro-Brazilian religion, right? Each god a color, each color a personality, meaning when you see a person around here, let's say you stop and you look to your side, there's a woman wearing a red necklace. It's saying something about her religion and something about her personality as well. For example, the yellow one is from a god called Oxum. Oxum offers, they give offers to Oxum. They prepare plates with not cigarette, fruits, roots, and they put plants and put in the waterfall, right? It's the god represented in the waterfall, sweet energy. So the personality of Oxum is like one. We have the green, another one, and it goes like that with all the colors and gods around here. Adele, what about popcorn on the floor? I see people drop a lot of popcorn on the floor here. Not necessary drop, because one of those gods are represented by popcorn as well. Meaning, One of is represented by an arrow, Oxóssi the hunter. Oxum by a mirror because it's more vanity, right? Popcorn is obaluae. You might, as we walk now, we might see now some young people wearing dressing clothes from their religion, and they have a plate full of popcorn inside, and there's this orixá, obaluae. And why they are doing this on the streets? They need money, not necessary. Because in order to, let's say, graduate in yourself to one day become what we call a father or a mother of saint, what is this, Adriano? People, men and women that receive orders in their temples to give them spiritual guidance, right? So they are going the streets now to learn about some things. And if you see they doing it, if let's say, oh nice, gonna put some money inside, they're gonna stop, bless you, and they're gonna give you a popcorn shower, right? That's why you might see popcorn on the floor around here, okay? Not necessarily people drop, right? So Adriano, what about all their necklaces together? They are crazy, they are schizophrenic, his own personalities together, what's going on? There's a word for these guys. When people use all those necklaces together, normally we see baianas wearing those. We have a word called axé. You're gonna read, you might read like axis. What is axis? Axé, we say, right? Axé is the energy of all gods together. That means life, bloody, energy, vitality, right? So you might hear people here saying, for example, thank you, axé, axé. All the time people use this word here, axé, right? Why the turbant? The turbant is because necessarily baianas need to sell food to their owners, walk on the streets with food in the top of their head. So they use the turbant to protect first their physical head and also to protect their ori. Listen to this word, ori, right? Ori is a word from Hebrew that is also used in Africa with the idea of light consciousness, right? So it's to protect the influence from the world, right? They put the turban to protect their ori, the name of their gods, the group, orixás, right? Orixá means something like the god that conduce you through life, okay? Right. Don't be from Palmares. What a babe. You notice the fort was very well. Because the names that do
Like, I don't know, I just enjoy learning about human history, especially Black history. So it's really interesting to see how much similarities that we share across continents. Even with like the way that African slaves in Brazil, the things that they used to revolt, the things that they used to pretty much like sustain their own freedom and make their own way, down to their hidden cities, to their own languages, their own practices, finding things like capoeira. And then also fascinating to see how much here in Bahia they've preserved a lot of those African traditions, especially like candomblé, which was their culmination of the traditional African religions. So you'll see a lot of dedications to the orishas out here, and this is a cool way for me to learn about it, to learn about them as well.
What's really capturing my interest is seeing how the people come for resources, or the Dutch or the
Colonizers.
Yeah, colonizers. how colonizers, they come for resources, and as they're coming for resources, when they take what they want, they leave the people uneducated. And when they leave the people uneducated, they don't. It makes it easier for them to colonize or come back.
It makes it to dominate them.
Yeah, that. And for me, it's just fascinating to actually see, like, the consequences of, I'll say, seeing how he was saying a lot of people here are leaving because they don't have the opportunity for a proper education, and how the population here is decreasing because of that in itself. It kind of just opened my eyes to realizing that, to open my eyes to see what's actually happening in the world, and what's happening around the world, and how it happens around the world, and how it can still be possibly happening today.
Right.
So
It is happening
yeah, it
today.
is. Yeah, it's just supposed to.
And that's the importance of staying educated, especially as a black person. While our older generations push us to be educated, go to college, be smart. Because when you have things up here, it's harder for them to take your mind away from you.
Yeah. So yeah, it just made me realize the importance of education. After we finished up the tour, we had stopped by this restaurant called Cuco Bistro along with some friends that we had met during the tour. And this food was bussin'.
Best thing to have it when it's
We
super hot like
are
this right now. Okay.
stuck in the elevator right now.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, when it first stopped, my heart did kind of drop a little bit.
I don't know.
Yeah.
First time
Not
stuck in
not
the
your new.
I have drinks. Let's have a party.
After lunch, we ended the rest of our afternoon touring the Afro-Brazilian Museum. We were able to see more artifacts regarding Afro-Brazilian revolution, fashion, culture, and even spiritual practices like the candomblé or, the orishas. And also just to see how different regions of Africa are involved in this melting pot of culture and beauty.
We probably about to head home now. We've been walking since
8 o'clock this morning.
8 o'clock, and it's probably like
brown.
it's 3 o'clock now.
Damn.
Yeah, so we probably about to go inside, take a little nappy nap. I need to rest off this food that I just ate so I can make room for dinner, because I'm already thinking about what I want to eat for dinner. But today was pretty cool. We got stuck in an elevator. That probably wasn't the best. It wasn't the most exciting part.
I was about to start tweaking.
Yeah, when the elevator first stopped, I just knew something was wrong, and I didn't want to be the bearer of bad news, so I just kind of sat there hoping that I was wrong. I was not wrong, but I had to put my hands up because my heart started beating kind of fast, and I needed to make sure my blood was still circulating, because I hate small spaces. I really hate being in small spaces, but...
And it's a small elevator with like
Yeah.
6 people in there, so it was getting hot. Ain't no AC.
It got hot so fast, and it said 5-person max, and I think that's why I stopped, because there were 6 people in there. So I think we went over the weight limit.
Bro, I feel like it's because I ain't go with my first mind. Because when we was walking on the elevator, I was saying, should we wait for him to come back downstairs? And then I was like, never mind. And that was Spirit saying, sit your ass the fuck down.
Yeah.
You heard yourself the first time. Listen to that intuition.
Yeah, but we just left out of what's the museum called? I forget the name of it, the Afro-Brazilian Museum. It was so beautiful in there, seeing all 27 orishas and seeing some history of how it came about and some of the culture. That was really beautiful to see. This whole day has been really inspirational for me. It's been really eye-opening to me, and I'm really grateful that we had the opportunity to do this. But we finna hop in the Uber. She said he here. Yeah, we finna hop in the Uber, and then we gonna enjoy our ride home, and I'll see y'all.
See y'all in a minute.
Mm-hmm.